Mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, peace in the storm, calm in the effort, joy in the surrender, a luminous faith, and you will become aware of the Lord's constant presence. With always our love and blessings, says our Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo Savitri, Book 5, The Book of Love, Canto 3, Satyavan and Savitri, page 406. The spirit was saved, the body lost and mute, lived still with death and ancient ignorance. The inconscient was its base, the void its fate. But thou hast come, and all will surely change. I shall feel the world mother in thy golden limbs, and hear her wisdom in thy sacred voice. The child of the void shall be reborn in God. My matter shall evade the inconscience trance. My body, like my spirit, shall be free. It shall escape from death and ignorance. And Savitri, musing still, replied to him, speak more to me, speak more, O Satyavan. Speak of thyself and all thou art within. I would know thee as if we had ever lived together in the chambers of our souls. Speak till a light shall come into my heart, and my moved mortal mind shall understand what all the deathless being in me feels. It knows that thou art he my spirit has sought, amidst earth's thronging visages and forms, across the golden spaces of my life. And Satyavan, like a replying harp to the insistent calling of a flute, answered her questioning and let stream to her his heart in many colored waves of speech. O golden princess, perfect Savitri, more I would tell than failing words can speak of all that thou hast meant to me unknown, all that the lightning flash of love reveals in one great hour of the unveiling gods. Even a brief nearness has reshaped my life. For now I know that all I lived and was moved towards this moment of my heart's rebirth. I look back on the meaning of myself, a soul made ready on earth's soil for thee, once were my days like days of other men. To think and act was all, to enjoy and breathe. This was the width and height of mortal hope. Yet there came glimpses of a deeper self that lives behind life and makes her act its scene. Words Words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo, taken from the collective works of our Lord Sri Aurobindo book, The Life Divine, topic The Gnostic Being, page 1024. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, it is the incompleteness and weakness of the consciousness force manifested in the mental, vital, and physical being, its inability to receive or refuse at will, or receiving to assimilate or to harmonize the contacts of the universal energy cast upon it, that is the cause of pain and suffering. Let me repeat. It is the incompleteness and weakness of the consciousness force that is manifested in the mental, vital, and physical being, its inability to receive or refuse at will, or receiving to assimilate or harmonize the contacts of the universal energy cast upon it. That is the cause of pain and suffering. In the material realm, nature starts with an entire insensibility, and it is a notable fact that either a comparative insensibility or a deficient sensibility, or more often, a greater endurance and hardness to suffering is found in the beginnings of life in the animal, in primitive or less developed man. As human being grows in evolution, he grows in sensibility and suffers more keenly in mind, life, and body. For the growth in consciousness is not sufficiently supported by a growth in force. The body becomes more subtle, more finely capable, but less solidly efficient in its external energy. Man has to call in his will, his mental power to dynamize, correct, and control his nervous being, force it to the strenuous task he demands from his instruments, steel it against suffering and disaster. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says in the spiritual ascent, this power of the consciousness and its will over the instruments, the control of spirit and inner mind over the outer mentality and the nervous being and the body, increases immensely. A tranquil and wide equality of the spirit to all shocks and contacts come in and becomes the habitual poise, and this can pass from mind to the vital parts and establish there too an immense and enduring largeness of strength and peace. Even in the body, this state may form itself and meet inwardly the shocks of grief and pain and all kinds of suffering. Even a power of willed physical insensibility can intervene, or a power of mental separation from all shock and injury can be acquired, which shows that the ordinary reactions and the deliberate submission of the bodily self to the normal habits of response of material nature are not obligatory or unalterable. Still more significant is the power that comes on the level of spiritual mind or overmind to change the vibrations of pain into vibrations of ananda. Even if this were to go only up to a certain point, it indicates the possibility of an entire reversal of the ordinary rule of the reacting consciousness. It can be associated too with a power of self protection that turns away the shocks that are more difficult to transmute or to endure. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says the Gnostic evolution at a certain stage must bring about a completeness of this reversal and of this power of self protection, which will fulfill the claim of the body for immunity and serenity of its being, and for deliverance from suffering, and build in it a power for total delight of existence. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, a spiritual ananda can flow into the body and inundate cell and tissue, a luminous materialization of this higher ananda could of itself bring about a total transformation of the deficient or adverse sensibilities of physical nature, says our Lord Sri Aurobindo.
नगनो निस्सङ्गशुद्धस्त्रिगुणविवहितो वस्तमोहन्धकारम् नासागरे न्यस्तदृष्टिः विदितभवगुणो नैव दृष्टः कदाचित् उन्मन्यवस्थया त्वां विगतकलिमलं शङ्करं न स्मरामि क्षन्तव्यो मेऽपराधः क्षन्तव्यो मेऽपराधः शिव 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 भोः श्रीमहादेव शम्भो वन्दे गङ्गाधरं शङ्करं वन्दे नेत्रोऽध्यवैश्वानरम् वन्दे त्रैलोक्यसारं श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम् वन्दे श्री अरविन्दम् प्रसीद त्वमदे परापराणाम परमेश्वरि असमानमां शरणागतम् शरणदत्वं रक्ष रक्षाधुना वन्दे जननीं वन्दे माता सुरधुनीं वन्दे नीला पतितपावनीं शरणं 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 नीला शरणं नीला मम शरणं 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 नीला शरणम्
Prayers and Meditations, October 23rd, 1937. A prayer for those who wish to serve the divine. Glory to thee, O Lord, who triumphest over every obstacle. Grant that nothing in us shall be an obstacle in thy work. Grant that nothing may retard thy manifestation. Grant that thy will may be done in all things and in every moment. We stand here before thee, that thy will may be fulfilled in us in every element, in every activity of our being, from our supreme heights to the smallest cells of our body. Grant that we may be faithful to thee utterly and forever. We would be completely under Thai influence to the exclusion of every other. Grant that we may never forget to own towards thee a deep and intense gratitude. Grant that we may never squander any of the marvelous things that are thy gifts to us at every instant. Grant that everything in us may collaborate in thy work and all be ready for thy realization. Glory to thee, O Lord, supreme master of all realization. Give us a faith active and ardent, absolute and unshakable in thy victory.